Welcome to Tracie Nicole Fiber Arts. I'm Tracie, and today is a different sort of video for me. I was tagged in what do you call it, or how do you say it, by Connie with just another stitch. So I have a series of questions, and I think it'll become pretty self-explanatory. Okay, the first question is, what do you call cooking food on an outdoor grill? Grilling or barbecuing, that's what I call that. Question number 2, what do you call a carbonated beverage? I call it a soda. I know some people call it pop, or my dad calls it sody, but I call it soda. Number 3, what do you call the thing you push your groceries around in? I call it a cart. I know some people call it a buggy. I think I've heard people call it a trolley before, but I call it a cart or a shopping cart. Number 4, what do you call the bugs that light up at night? I call them lightning bugs or lightning bugs. I've lost my country accent a little bit with all the years I spent in Florida, but some of it has stuck. So yeah, I call them lightning bugs. Number 5, what do you call the word that's spelled P-E-C-A-N? Pecan. That's what I call it. Not pecan, I call it pecan. Number 6, what do you call the last piece of bread in a loaf? It's a heel to me. That's what I grew up calling it, the heel. What do you call the word that's spelled C-A-R-A-M-E-L? Now this is a little controversial, I think, because a lot of people don't say it the way it's spelled, and I'm one of those people. I call it a caramel. And I know it's spelled caramel, but I call it caramel. Shame on me. What do you call athletic footwear? Athletic footwear. Now, I grew up calling them tennis shoes, and probably 9 times out of 10, that's what you'll hear me call them. But lately, I've been calling them sneakers as well. So either or. Number 9, what do you call the little lobster-looking creature in freshwater streams? I call them crawfish. I know some people call them crayfish. My dad would call them crawdads, but I call them crawfish. Number 10, what do you call the water tap inside and or outside? Now, because they're different, I'll tell you both. The inside water tap is called a faucet to me, and the outside water tap I call a spigot. Number 11, what do you call the liquid that makes your car go? I call it gas. I know there are some places that call it, well, I won't go into it because I can't think of it right now. But yeah, I call it gas. Number 12, what do you call the space in the back of your car? To me, that is a trunk. Now, I know that some places, especially overseas, a lot of people call it the boot of the car. Over here, I think a lot of people call it the trunk. Number 13, what do you call the lights that regulate traffic? I call them stoplights. I know some people call them traffic lights. There was one other one that I thought of, but to me, that's a stoplight. Number 14, What do you call the place you buy alcohol from? I call it the liquor store. And I'm not sure, I can't think of any other names that I've heard it called, but to me it's a liquor store. Number 15. What do you call the thing you use to switch your TV on? This is funny because I grew up calling it a clicker because that's really what it was. That I'm kind of dating myself, but it was a little box, and it had two look like light switches on it, and you click them. But now, of course, I call it a remote or a remote control. Let's see, what do you call the place where you get your medicine? I call it the pharmacy. Sometimes the drugstore, but most often I call it the pharmacy. Number 17, what do you call breakfast that you eat with syrup? Now this could be any number of things, and one of them may be a little strange to you. I think that the question is kind of going for pancakes or hotcakes or flapjacks. Those I would call pancakes, but I also eat syrup on waffles and on sausage. So, there you go. Let's see. Number 18, what do you call the thing that gives you the information about streets and roads? Now, this is an interesting question to me because obviously it could be a map, but those aren't used too often anymore. So my first thought was GPS. So that's what I would call it. Number 19. What do you call the machine you get money from? I call it an ATM. And number 20, what do you call sweet on a stick? Now, two things were brought to mind for this. Number one would be a popsicle. But the other one is, it could be a couple of things. It could be a lollipop or it could be a sucker. And I think most often now I probably call it a lollipop. I grew up calling it a sucker, but now I think I call it a lollipop. So those are the 20 questions of what do you call it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and in the description box below you'll see the people that I have tagged in this fun question and answer type video. So and if you would like to take part in this and make your own video, you are hereby tagged. So that was fun. I had fun doing it. Thanks, Connie, for tagging me. So that is it. I hope to see you in my next video, and you all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.